Hello and welcome to the channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. Your support means the world to me. If you are new here, do I have something in store for you guys today? If you have been following, I have been doing a Battle of the Brand series with Chelsea from Attention to Details and Jelena from Duck Pond Detailing. On Chelsea's channel, we did a Battle of the Brands for a wash, clean, and seal. On Jelena's channel, we did one for an interior clean. Now, part 3 of the series on my channel here today, we are doing Battle of the Brands for the best wheel and tire cleaner. Now, if y'all know me, you know that I had to have the wheel and tire series on my channel, the most favorite thing to clean and detail. I cannot wait to show you the heat that we're bringing you today, so stick around and let us know who you think is gonna win.
Hi there. You guys probably thought I forgot about you. No, it was just a super busy season with the holidays. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, by the way. But we are back for part 3 of our Battle of the Brands series. Now, our goal with this is to try to kind of cut through some of the confusion that's out there. We all know the market is flooded with options. And when it comes to content creation, I take my role very seriously in trying to share with you guys honest and transparent thoughts. This actually isn't sponsored content. All of us have purchased these products with our own money to test out. In fact, there's been much debate over which products we want to use. And I think the one that I'm going to be demonstrating for you guys, some of them actually wanted it. And I was like, nope, I claimed it first because I think it is the best. We're talking about the best tire and wheel cleaner on the market. Now, we all know that the market is flooded and there's way too many options out there. And I have spent so much money on tire and wheel cleaners trying to make this process faster. I hate cleaning tires and wheels. If I can find one product that cleans both areas of this vehicle quickly, to me, that is a winner. Now, you can get a dedicated tire cleaner that works really well. You can get a dedicated wheel cleaner, whether it's color changing or an acid or just highly lubricious, and it cleans really well. But it's very rare to find one product that does both of those things really well. Normally, it'll be really good at cleaning tires or maybe really good at cleaning wheels, but rarely is it really good at cleaning both. I've tested Meguiar's, Shine Supply, work really great on kind of well-maintained wheels, but when we've got a lot of deterioration, a lot of neglect, sometimes you do need those dedicated wheel and tire cleaners to go after them, unless you use a product like this. This is Luminous. They are a South Korean brand, and they have their Blaze Direct. Now, they also have their concentrate. For those of you that maybe want to save some money, you want to mix it up based on your needs, 1 to 3, 1 to 10. You can even use it in a foam can or a sprayer. But for me, the ready to use, I find, is one of the strongest cleaning tire and wheel cleaners on the market. So for those of you that maybe are like me, maybe you hate cleaning tires and wheels, you're just looking to cut through all the crap, cut through all the confusion of what products to buy, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys why I think Luminous Blaze Direct is one of the best tire and wheel cleaners on the market to date. Let's go ahead and get to cleaning.
Now, our Luminous Blaze Direct should have no issue with these tires, but on these wheels, hopefully we don't need an acid. So let's go ahead and see if this is going to be enough to clean these wheels.
Now, what's really cool about these sprayers is they have a foaming tip. So you can either kind of snap it over if you just want it to spray, or if you want a little bit more foam, leave it on. Personally, I like the spray. I feel like I can get it more evenly applied, but if you want foam, go ahead, swing that gate on over. And just to show you what the foam looks like I said, I prefer the spray. Take a look at how we are instantly working through all of that tire bloom. I know, guys, I have gloves on. What the frick? That looks like liquid tar. Holy cow. That's why this is one of the best combination tire and wheel cleaners that I have worked with. You can see where we kind of liquefied all of the brake dust. I don't know about you guys. That is so satisfying when you have all of that brown just literally melting off the tire. You shouldn't have to just kind of clean until we have white foam, but I am going to clean it one more time afterwards. But my goal isn't necessarily to go until I have white foam. We just want to kind of knock it down to the point where our tire looks dramatically cleaner and has more of a natural look. You can see how it is literally cutting through all of that stubborn brake dust that was in our wheel barrels. This makes cleaning tires and wheels quick and honestly super satisfying and enjoyable because I can visibly see all that nastiness melting off. Let's face it, majority of us love detailing because we love that satisfying before and after. And this product is going to give that to you. This is an older customer. She typically is only taking her vehicle through the automatic car wash, so she's not putting in kind of the contact that the wheels require to prevent this brake dust from accumulating and pitting into the metal. We're going to go ahead and give this a quick rinse and look at all of that nastiness that just flowed right off.
And I always clean tires 2 times.
Can already see we don't really have all that brown dripping off. Is it white foam? No, but that's okay. We're gonna just go 2 rounds, let it air dry, and then see where we land.
And for those that are wondering, this is the Sun Joe sprayer that I'm rinsing my tires and wheels off with. Now, Luminous Blaze Direct is a high alkaline cleaner. In fact, I do recommend wearing gloves when using this product because if you get it on your skin, it will burn. Ask me how I know. But high alkaline cleaners are really great at degreasing areas like this because its ability to go after all the film and just kind of greasy nature that can end up on tires and wheels. But there is such a thing as too strong of a cleaner. When we use products that aren't specifically designed to clean these areas, what can happen is 1, we can stain the metal. And 2, on tires, we can actually accelerate tire bloom. The browning that we see on tires is actually from an anti-ozonant that's put in the rubber to help prevent it from drying out, cracking over time. But when we clean with too aggressive of cleaners, you're going to actually pull the anti-ozonant out of the tire, and it's just not good for the health of the tire long term. So using products like this that are specifically designed to clean these areas properly and safely is going to help prevent premature wear. Now, if you use a solvent-based tire dressing to dress your tires like I suspect has been put on these tires at the automatic car wash, you might need to go 1 or 2 extra rounds to remove the dressing so that way you can actually get to the tire to clean it. Anytime you are dressing your tire, that's why I always recommend using a water-based tire dressing. 1, dirt's not going to stick to it, which means it's just going to look better over the long term. Might not last as long as a solvent-based dressing, but it's going to be much easier to clean the tire and redress because water-based dressings are just a lot easier to work with versus solvents.
So I've made a major mess on my containment mat. It feels like I've been through something almost criminal, but this is what our tires and wheels are looking like as they are drying. To me, that is a natural black tire that we can now apply our water-based dressing, and they're going to look fantastic, be easier to clean. 1 product did all of that. Now, technically, I did go around the tires 4 times, but I only sprayed them down twice. Just because you go around once doesn't mean you can't have that cleaner on there and it's still not cleaning. So go 2 times around your tires, what I recommend. Clean your wheels. I always start at the bottom, so that way I don't have whatever water was on my brush kind of diluting the stuff on the bottom. I kind of clean from the bottom and work my way up to the top, and then work from the inside out, and then rinse everything off. Spray tire cleaner around a 2nd time. Go 2 more rounds to clean our tires, and this is what they look like. It looks fantastic. Took about 3 minutes per tire and wheel with 1 product. So for me, 1 product, quick and easy, cut through really stubborn brake dust, really aggressive tire bloom, and left behind just a beautiful clean tire. Simplified the process and made it enjoyable. I mean, this isn't enjoyable, now having to clean up all this mess, but that just goes to show you how much nastiness was on these tires and wheels. But if I haven't convinced you that Luminous Blaze Direct, their ready-to-use product, is one of the best combination tire and wheel cleaners out there, I don't know what else I can do. Kristi and Jelena, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to show what your products can do. But comment down below. Do you think this was the winner? Have you tried it for yourself? What are your thoughts? Let me know.
Now for the cherry on top, we're going to put Onyx, their water-based tire dressing, on our tires. This is going to last you anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. And this is the finished look. You can have a beautifully clean vehicle, but if you don't dial in your tires and wheels, honestly, it's just going to make it look off. This is what makes a detail look complete. And for those of you that want to try out any of these products, we're going to put the link for the products as well as all the tools that we used in the video description box down below. But seriously, guys, if you haven't tried this product and you're looking to simplify the amount of products that you have to clean tires and wheels, check this stuff out. You are not going to be disappointed. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed my demonstration for you guys, Luminous Blaze Direct. Why I love it, let me know your thoughts down below. But Kristi and Jelena, I've absolutely enjoyed this series with you guys. Hopefully this has helped you guys out in trying to kind of muddle through some of the weeds of the overwhelming amount of products that are on the market. But when it comes to tire and wheel cleaners, what are you guys looking for? What are the things that really stand out to you as a quality product? Comment down below. Manufacturers, be watching, be listening. This is feedback from the real world that you guys need to develop the products to be the best for your customers. All right, guys, let's see what you can do.
Now, I do want to say that I know that these ladies are going to be bringing the heat. There are so many products in this market. In fact, we all know that this market is pretty saturated, and not just with mediocre products, but with some really good chemicals. So I know what Chelsea and Jelena are bringing. They're going to be good, but are they going to bring the heat like I'm bringing today? I'm not sure. I'll let you be the judge. So when we're thinking about wheel and tire cleaners, what do most people want? Well, I feel like it is okay to say that there are the general population of people who want a wheel and tire cleaner that is effective, that is safe for different wheel types, and that is easy to use. Those three things seem to be a no-brainer. You want something that is going to clean those tires. Now, again, that anti-ozonate, the browning on the tires, yes, we love to see that brown come through with a chemical. We do need to remember, though, that that is actually there for a reason. It actually does help to keep the longevity of the tire. So we don't want to get rid of it completely, but we do want to get rid of that initial browning. We want something that's going to break through that dust and that grime and the brake dust within a wheel, depending on whether or not we're using a 2-in-1 with an iron remover. But even with just a regular wheel cleaner, we want something to cut through the dirt and the grime. We want something that is safe on all finishes. We want something that is not going to catch us in the back of our throat as soon as we spray it. Whether or not you use an acid or not is up to you. I prefer a non-acidic cleaner if I can. The least aggressive method is always better first. We also want something with value. We want something that's going to give us the biggest bang for our buck. So what products am I using today that I feel are going to bring the heat in this video? Well, none other than yum. By the way, shout out to Nick and Kelly over there in the UK. Thank you so much for all you do for the industry, for this community. I'm sending you all the love today. So we have Yum Undress here. Again, they're dedicated tire cleaner, but it can also be used to clean your engine bay, which is really nice. We have their wheel foam. Now, their wheel foam is pretty special. We're going to talk a little bit about this in a minute. Their wheel foam can also be used as a high pH soap on your paint. This comes in at about 13.5, so it's an alkaline soap, again, for wheels, but also can be used for your paint, which is nice. So again, we have double the fun, right, within one product. They also have their V2. This is their tire dressing, but it can also be used at 4-to-1 in the engine bay. It can also be used 10-to-1 as an interior dressing. Both situations, engine bay and dressing on the interior, leaves such a nice finish. But today we are focused on wheels and tires. Okay, so before we begin, I know you guys are all dying to see this on the wheel, but before we begin, I have to give this product some accolades. Now, Nick and Kelly engineered this from the ground up using the highest quality of raws and ingredients, active surfactants and degreasers. You have the emulsifiers in here that really allow for that cling and that dwell time, and also the cling. It is biodegradable. It is environmentally safe. Again, it is alkaline based, 13.5, but it is safe on all surfaces. Not only that, like I mentioned before, you can also use this as a pre-wash on your paint. So this is, one that, again, is that Easter egg, can be used in lots of different ways. Now, Nick and Kelly did design this to be used in a foam cannon. Now, I know some people think like, why? Why do I have to use that in a foam cannon? But that is how it was engineered. That is how it was designed, with a foam cannon, so that it correctly disperses the amount of surfactants, degreasers, emulsifiers that is needed for that clean time, for the dwell time, and for the clean. So what you're going to do is you are going to take 200 milliliters of this product and you are going to put it in 800 milliliters of water. Now, that is a full foam cannon, but what is nice about this is that you will then be able to use that solution, that mixture, for many washes to come. Now, if you don't have an extra foam cannon lying around, if you can find some kind of bottle that is alkaline safe, you can always, again, store it that way. Also, there is a YouTube channel, Epic Automotive Detailing, who recorded being able to get 120 washes per foam cannon. So in the US, if 16 ounces is $15.99, and we're using 200 mils to 800 mils water in our foam cannon, that is 6 cents per wash, you guys. The breakdown is 6 cents per wash. You cannot beat that. Okay, so we are going to start with their dedicated wheel and tire cleaner, which is Undress. Now, I realize that some people prefer an all-in-one, maybe for convenience. I am one that actually like a dedicated wheel and tire cleaner. Just trying to get the right spray going here. Sorry about that. I prefer a dedicated wheel and tire cleaner. All-in-ones are great too. But again, because this can be used for things like the engine bay as well, for me, having a product that can do multiple things makes it versatile and then makes it worthwhile. I don't know if you can automatically see the browning that is coming through on that tire. Let's see if I can bring you in a little closer. Just eating away at that tire, at the browning, the blooming. Now, again, we don't want to... Look at that. We don't want to get rid of that completely. It is there for a reason, but nobody likes a brown tire. So again, let me pull you in closer so that you can just see the amount of yuck coming off of that. With Yum Undress. Yum Undress is one of the most powerful wheel and tire cleaners that I have ever used. Let's give this our first initial rinse. I do usually like to go in a second time just to see how much cleaning that initial wheel cleaner actually did. So I'm just going to show us here. So if you look at that, I won't do the whole wheel. Can you see how wide it is compared to the first time? That is how I know what an amazing job it did the first time around. Perfect. Love it. All right. Let's come in with our wheel foam, and let's just pay attention to the cling of this foam, you guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Now I'm coming in with Yum's Wheel Woolies. You can use whatever you like. I really do love the way that their wheel woolies just get into, oops, not that nook and cranny, but just get into the barrels, and really with the wool here, just feels like such an amazing clean. They have these smaller wheel woolies for these more intricate areas here, which I love. I also like the easy, detail factory brushes. The barrel blades from Auto Fiber. You can use whatever you like, but their wheel woolies are pretty grand. Again, not much of a smell. It's pleasant. It doesn't smell like a cleaner. There's really not a lot of scent here in general, which is nice. Again, I always pay attention to those cleaners that kind of hit the back of your throat. If that happens, I immediately stop using that chemical. It is so lubricating. Get in the and that wheel and tire clean. Now, even though I used 2 products that literally took me probably 2 to 3 minutes to do, because of the power of this chemical, you literally only need to go around that wheel 1 time, and I assure you, you are going to get a clean tire. I love the foam. Again, you saw the dwell time, especially for those of us, again, who are working outside in the elements. That is what you want. You want a wheel cleaner that is going to be able to stay on that wheel for as long as you need for it to be able to clean properly. Although that took no dwell time at all. Look at that finish. I mean, what more do you want in a wheel and tire cleaner? Yum has done it again. Okay, so we have Yum Just V2, and you guys, before I even get this started, the smell of Undress V2 is unbelievable. It smells, you know what it reminds me of? If anybody knows about zebra striped gum from back in the day, it smells so good. It is fruity. It is delicious. And, using it is such a pleasure. So because this is dilutable, you can dilute this down to whatever you'd like. I'm using it straight. And I'm putting just a little bit on here. And then I like to take whatever media I'm using and just kind of get it, I am liking a shinier tire, a little more gloss in 2026. If you like a satin or matte finish, you can dilute this down further. But can I just tell you, the way that it just spreads so evenly on your tire, no splotchiness, it literally just conditions. The tire just literally drinks it up. And the finish to me is incredible.
Okay, you guys. So I can imagine that there are some pretty good products being shown in today's Battle of the Brands, but I can guarantee you that we have a winner right here, Quiver. Now, Quiver is going to win today's challenge. You want to know why? Because Quiver is a brand made for not just the enthusiast, not just the DIYer, but it's made for the professional. The professional shops that are running high volume, the mobile detailers, the people detailing out in the sun, out in elements like I am. Quiver is the brand for you. Quiver is the brand that will give you the most bang for your buck. You want to know why? Because all their products come in a 32-ounce bottle, unlike a 16-ounce bottle, and they're all dilutable. And today I'm going to show you how amazing Quiver Brake and Quiver Abyss are, making sure that your wheels and tires are looking spot on. Now you guys can see that this wheel and tire that I'm working with right now is absolutely disgusting. It hasn't been cleaned since
August, which has been a minute. You can see that the tire has no tire dressing on it at this point. It also has some browning on it from, you know, the anti-ozonates coming to the surface and dying off. So we know that this tire is needing some deep cleaning. Additionally, we can see that the wheel has a good amount of brake dust on it, caked on not only to the face of the wheel, but also caked inside of the wheel, where most of the brake dust is being flung when you're driving on the road. So we want to make sure that we're going to get this wheel nice and clean, so it's super presentable, and we're going to do it with Quiver brake. All right, you guys, so we have our wheel bucket here. And inside, we just have plain water. We're not going to add any soap because we're going to show you the raw cleaning power of Quiver brake, wheel, and tire cleaner. So before I continue, we're going to put on gloves because we do not want chemicals inside our bodies. And also, this is a pretty powerful chemical. And now the nice thing about Quiver brake is that it's a professional strength wheel and tire cleaner. It's fast acting. It dissolves brake dust, grease, and road grime. It's safe on clear coated, painted, and chrome wheels, and also powder coated wheels. It delivers foaming action to ensure deep cleaning power with minimal scrubbing. Josh V in his videos typically uses this as a touchless wheel and tire cleaner. So we're going to see if that's even possible today. And the dilutions for this is straight all the way up to 4:1. And potentially, I'm sure you can use it up to even 10:1 if you really wanted. But today we're going to show you straight to show you the raw cleaning power. We're going to see what it does without touching it at all, without spraying down the wheel. And you guys can see that browning is instant. I'm going to go ahead, get the face of the wheel, get in that barrel there. All right, let's get you close so you can kind of see what's going on here. And we're going to let this dwell for a total of 1 minute. And you can see we're not in direct sunlight, which you don't want to be in direct sunlight with this because this is a pretty powerful chemical. And you want to be in a well-ventilated area because, again, it's a powerful chemical. You can see it's totally saturated the tire. And you can see down here all that browning and dirt being pulled off of the tire and the wheel. Right here we got a lot of our brake dust. And if I increase the exposure, you can see that the barrel is already looking cleaner without even rinsing. Same thing in the lug nuts here, looking clean without rinsing, you guys. So let's go ahead and rinse and see how clean we are. You saw the browning that came off the tire just from rinsing. I mean, wow, that's insane. And I'm looking at this right now, and it is definitely 80% cleaner than where we were to begin with. Let me show you. I mean, that tire, even though we're not dry yet, the parts that are drying are looking pretty clean. In this wheel, you can see there's still some brake dust there because we always need to clean mechanically, but you can even see the lug nuts pretty clean. The faces are basically 100% clean. You can see some stuck up there, some's just stuck on the sides, but if we increase our exposure and look at the barrels, I mean, the before and after is crazy, you guys. So let's go ahead, reapply our product, and go ahead and give this a thorough clean to show you how fast we can do it. I don't know about Kristi and Chelsea, but I think it's going to be really hard to beat Quiver. It is one product that can be used on both the wheels and tires. It does not include an iron remover, yet it does a great job cleaning brake dust. And it's also really dilutable. Now we're going to spray down our wheel and go ahead and give this a deep clean. Give those barrels a nice good scrub. I mean, this product has really good lubrication too, which is nice. It can be used inside of a foam sprayer, just your typical spray bottle, and I'm sure you can even dilute it in a foam cannon too. Let's get those faces and in those more intricate areas of the wheel. And I mean, yeah, it is definitely 100% clean now with very, very minimal effort. I don't really need to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and go into lug nuts just to get that last bit of brake dust stuck in there. And then go ahead and get that rotor too, because it's about the details. All right, I don't know if you can see from here, but this water in the bucket is pitch black. All right, let's go in for that rinse. All right, I'm gonna pull you in closer to see what we got going on. Now, we can take our gloves off. All right, so our tire is wet, but in the parts that are drying, you can clearly see it is clean. And now look at this wheel face. Holy crap, you guys, it is so sparkly, so clean. And those spots where it missed during the touchless, with a little bit of contact, it's fully clean. And look at those barrels. Whoops. Wow. This product is amazing. We're gonna go ahead and dry the wheel off and apply some Abyss tire dressing. All right, guys, so we've had time to dry here, and you can see that, again, this wheel surface, it feels so smooth, and it is super, super clean. I mean, I'm really, really impressed with this stuff, you guys. I don't know about you. And look at this tire. Like, this is a prepped tire ready for a tire dressing. You have no browning left on it, no dirt left on it, and I mean, wow. One product can do it all, can it? Now, let's move on to Abyss Tire and Trim Dressing. Again, this product is so fantastic because of its dilutability in many use cases. You can use this, of course, on tires, on trim, and even engine bays. Also, if you dilute it right, you can use it to dress interiors if they have super faded plastics, or if you just want to give your interior a nice OEM fresh look. So this product can be diluted all the way up to 1 to 10 to restore your OEM look inside your interior, all the way as low as neat for a nice satin finish on your tires, which I personally really like. So let's go ahead and use this on the tires. So we're gonna go ahead and put 3 sprays in our tire applicator. Ooh, it's got such an interesting scent to it. Smells fruity. You know what it kind of smells like? Kind of smells like, you know, that toothpaste you used to have as a kid? That Colgate toothpaste. It smells really good. I'm gonna go ahead and move over here, and we're gonna start applying to the tire. I might have to put more on, to be honest, because this tire really needs some moisturizing. But look at that. It goes on really nice. Nice color. No streaking on application. This also dries really quick, so you can drive off after your detail, or if you're a mobile detailer and your clients, of course, have to be somewhere, you don't got to worry about that sling. But I mean, look at this. Wow, that is a beautiful finish to a tire dressing. That's got to be one of my favorites, you guys. Let's get in close. I mean, just look at the way it receives the light. I mean, look at that. This is super pretty, super fresh, super clean. You don't really want super glossy tires all the time because this looks crisp. So crisp. Especially with those clean wheels. Wow, you guys! I think I won. I think I finally won this challenge. Thanks to Quiver by Josh V. I think I finally won.
All right, you guys, so that includes our 3rd installment in the series, the Battle of the Brands, for the best wheel and tire cleaner. I'm so excited to see what you guys think. Please drop it in the comments. Please let us know if you think it was Luminous with Chelsea, if you think it was me with Yum, or if you think it was Jelena with Quiver. I have to tell you that I think all brands are amazing options. They are all winners in my book, all backed by great people. I really don't think you can go wrong with any one of those, but I'm excited to see what the community chooses. So again, drop it in the comments, and And what we will do is on one of my podcasts coming up here, we will do a giveaway. So whatever brand wins, we will spin the wheel with all of the people who left their comment with their choice, and we will do a giveaway with that brand for their wheel and tire cleaner. So good luck to all of you, and thank you for watching. Until the next one, bye.